Hey, you guys, what's up? My name is Aaron, and I have syphilis.
All right, that was unnecessary. Whenever you're ready, bud.
Everybody good?
Yep.
All right. Hey, welcome to A to Z Movie Night, where a few film nerds gather around a bottle of Jameson.
Basil Hayden's tonight.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Basil Hayden's. To watch a movie. A to Z Movie Night contains foul language and is intended for a mature audience. Listener's discretion is advised. You've been warned.
No, these idiot kids. All you history buffs listening, you know what I'm talking about? You got that reference,
I mean, he just laid down on a slab. That's a great one, Tim. I got nothing. That's a great one. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
He's like, my name's Zach Bowman, and you know, I just really like movie too. That had nothing to do with my.
And tonight I will be your host. I am Tim. I'm here with my co-hosts Zach and Aaron.
Yo, OG crew.
Tonight we are watching 13 Ghosts. It is a 2001 Canadian-American supernatural horror film directed by Steve Beck.
Who's that guy?
Yeah.
And I'm going to do the trailer synopsis. A state-of-the-art remake of the classic William Castle horror film about a family that inherits a spectacular old house from an eccentric uncle. There's just one problem. The house seems to have a dangerous agenda all its own. Trapped in their new home by strangely shifting walls, the family encounters powerful and vengeful entities that threaten to annihilate anyone in their path.
I like how you read it as like a summer camp movie.
I like doing that. All right, and we are on the Columbia logo. In 3, 2,
1. Cheers.
All right, you guys. Hey, cheers to the OG crew. You know?
Cheers.
cheers. Let me grab it.
Sorry, Jameson. We're drinking basil tonight.
Oh, yeah, we're cheating on you. You know what? We're cheating on you because you never sent us
Because you
anything.
never send us any free shit. Send us some free shit, Basil
We're
Hayden's.
talking to you, Basil Hayden's.
Looking at you. I love how they called this a state-of-the-art remake.
Yeah.
I read somewhere that...
Because I remember some really bad CGI. This is,
Well, the sound... Apparently the sound and visual effects was... There's so many of them. There's so much going on.
What the fuck is Dark Castle
That
Entertainment?
made it hard to watch in the theaters.
They basically was like what we were just talking about. They were like the sister or baby company under TriStar, like how Dimension was under New Line, and Dimension focused mainly on kind of horror stuff,
right.
Scream, and I know what you did. So Dark Castle was like their little bastard. This is where we're gonna put all our horror films.
I've never seen that bump. I've never seen that logo before in my whole life. I can't remember ever seeing that.
They might not even be around anymore. But they were big. I mean, in the early 2000s, they put out a lot of, kind of cheesy-ish, I guess you could say,
movies.
Or horror movies. I think that this was around the same time. I think this is around the same time Ghost Ship came out.
I think it is, yeah.
The Haunting of Hill House remake.
For sure.
Not Hill House, but the Haunting remake, that really bad one with Liam Neeson and Catherine Zeta-Jones and Owen Wilson.
This was in that... it was kind of like a new golden age of horror movies in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
The early 2000s to mid-2000s where they were like... Horror was... So it was like post-slasher, right? I think Scream kind of came along and broke it.
Scream probably has a lot to do with
I think it does. I think it
that
broke,
resurgence.
It broke the genre, right? So where people were like, oh, it doesn't have to be slasher movies or campy. It can be serious.
So this is like the intro scene to Jurassic Park, actually, which I really love.
Yeah,
it's the exact same scene.
After obviously the horror did really well in the 80s. The slasher films,
right?
Yeah, horror was big in the 80s,
and it died off a little bit in the 90s. It wasn't bankable, so they didn't make a lot of them, or if they did, they were very low budget. And then Scream came along
and then just broke the genre,
blew everything up. And then immediately
you started seeing Summer and all that stuff. Yeah.
Copycat movies started coming out.
Is it bad tonight?
So they just started pumping stuff out, like especially Dimension, Phantoms, and all. I mean, geared towards. And horror usually, their main audience is teenagers
and nerds. And, like nerds like us and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, the 90s was kind of like...
hence, that's why Matthew Lillard is in this.
Yeah, Shaggy. Yeah. No, the 90s was kind of like the sort of the indie trauma era when it came to horror. Like a lot of... maybe not commercially, but it seemed like... When I'm thinking of the decade in terms of horror, 90s was that sort of indie decade to me.
Yeah. Because, I mean, they started noticing that towards the end of the 80s... they were pumping out every year. There was a new Nightmare. There was a new Jason.
It was like
every
the
year
franchise
they made less and less money. Like every year it was, Nightmare capped at Part 4. I think was the one that made the most money, and then everyone after that.
They like depleted the well.
Yeah, so that's why it all died off because they were like, man, we burnt it out.
Genre fatigue.
Yeah, people aren't showing up to see these movies anymore. And then Scream came around, and it was just really smart about like, okay, hey, let's wink at it. We know what we're doing.
All right, now, so Zach is the one who has been jazzed about this movie for months and months and months. And when we did the 13 Nights of Halloween event that you guys remember, Zach was one of the ones who was like, hey, let's do 13 Ghosts. Like, I like that movie.
Can we please do 13 Ghosts? It's my favorite movie.
Almost as good as your Trump or Walking.
I know. Yeah, I'm the man of many impressions. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask you, Zach, why do you like this movie? Like, what about this movie sticks with you?
Then I'll give you a bonus.
I really don't know.
That kind of money.
Is this all right? Well, let's move on.
No. I watched it as a kid. It was, I was in probably middle school at the time when this came out. The Titty Ghost obviously kind of stuck with me, but it was. I really like it has like a lot of different elements to it. It has.
It's kind of clever, yeah.
This is kind of a weird kind of. There's an activist kind of thing, and it's.
Are these guys Ghostbusters?
Yeah,
probably. Yeah. They're capturing spirits, and she thinks that they should be free because they used to be human.
Oh, of course.
So it's cool. It has a lot of elements to it.
Heart.
The house that changes is interesting. The stories of the individual ghosts and what that I always like
because you kind of get some backstory, don't you? Yeah.
Not as much as there actually is to them, but there's a lot of stuff that they didn't fit into the movie.
Yeah, because I remember seeing this, and there's some cheesy, shoddy special effects, but I remember going, hey, it was... it's not original because it's a remake, but it was original, like, oh, that's different.
Yeah.
It's not just a haunted house movie, which gets really boring.
It reminds me of something like in the vein of like Frighteners in a way.
Yeah, there's a fresh twist on it.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the junkyard where they buried Freddy Krueger?
I think so. It looks like
where he comes back in Part 3.
It probably is the same exact junkyard.
yeah.
It's probably just like the cheapest junkyard you can film in.
You're the bait. This was like the very next thing that Matthew Lillard did after Scream, wasn't it? This was before Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, of course.
Before he reached full power.
Well, he did that space movie also. What the hell? What fucking movie was that I'm thinking of?
Because
what was that space movie?
He was the standout in Scream.
This movie came out 2001. Scream was in 96.
Oh, okay. Right, so he did some stuff between there and then.
He was in SLC Punk in 98.
That's it. Yeah.
That was.
What's the space movie I'm thinking of?
He was good.
I'm looking.
Tell me, Wizard of the Google. Oh, so you just summon ghosts with speakers. Oh, I got you.
Oh, okay,
Word.
cool.
Okay,
That's
cool.
how you do
They're playing
this like
incantations.
the guy reading for the Necronomicon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I can't see any space movies unless the name doesn't.
I'll have to
Wing
ask.
Commander, maybe.
That's it. Yeah, I was about to say. I'll have to ask Lance.
Shit.
Yeah. Wing Commander.
Because Freddie Prinze Jr. was in that too, wasn't he?
Yep. That was like 98, 99.
Yeah. Fucking Freddie Prinze Jr.
Zach, go get your PA system. Let's conjure up some ghosts.
Let's conjure some demons.
Nope.
Scaredy cat. I say let's do it.
It's this and Ouija boards, man. I don't play with them.
Come on, everybody's just moving the piece. Like they don't. Mattel and Hasbro. Come on, dude. It's
made by Parker Brothers or whatever.
Get the fuck out of here with Ouija boards.
You can buy a Ouija board at Walmart.
I will admit,
Give me a break.
there are some fucking cool kills in this movie.
Oh, shit.
That was pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah, there are pretty sweet kills.
I like the bent backwards shit.
I can't even say that. Clear clothes were really big in like the early 2000s.
Yeah, because the ghosts look kind of cool in this too.
Yeah.
They all have a unique look because of how they died.
Yeah. That's what
It's kind of like this. Kind of reminds me like the Cenobites and Hellraiser films. Like they all look different because of how they went out.
Well, they'll explain it later, but yeah, I'll just let them. I'll let that work itself out.
So basically, everyone's fucking dying.
This is kind of like this is like, and
This is the opening scene to Jurassic Park.
yeah,
Shoot her!
where we kind of see like, oh shit, this is what they're dealing with. It's kind of like the beginning of every James Bond movie starts with a big action piece, get you into the mood, and you're like, okay, this is like, okay, bam, right away we're gonna show you some blood and shit, and
This is setting up like, oh, they can capture ghosts.
Yeah.
So this is what
that was basically, they're Ghostbusters.
Hey, Cyrus.
They just got a big old box.
They're state-of-the-art Ghostbusters.
Yeah. They get Ghostbusters with government funding. Or some shady corporation I'm sure we'll find out about later. That dude dead, girl. And Matthew Lillard is going to be the guy that's like, I didn't know the people I was working for are like bad dudes.
Matthew Lillard is so expressive. In every movie he does, he's so expressive.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
He dead already?
He gone.
He gone, dude. I thought he was going to be a main guy.
Yeah, that was like a pretty well-known actor.
He just got Sean Bean.
They just he just got Drew Barrymore. They're like, oh, this guy's definitely gonna be in the movie the whole time. Straight kilt.
He was on the poster.
Yes. Tony Shalhoub. Fucking monk.
God bless this woman, too.
Who is this woman?
She's the one from American Pie.
Wait.
She's the foreign
American
exchange
Beauty?
No, American Pie.
Oh,
You know
you
the
mean
foreign exchange student?
Oh, what's her name?
Oh,
I
really?
can't remember her name.
Elizabeth
No.
something.
No,
Yeah,
it's
Shannon
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, yeah. I was right.
Yeah,
I was
she's
half
the
right.
best. You're half right. You're
Oh,
always,
man, dude.
You're always at least half right.
She's a piece of shit in this movie, by the way.
Not last summer, or it might have been the Comic Palooza that you went to with, or maybe it was the year before, because she was at that one, or
I think it was before because I
think it was the year before. She was at that, and our friend Jason White Jackson was so like she was a big crush for him, like because I remember we met up and he had like just gotten her autograph and talked to her and stuff, and he was like
shaking.
he was shaking.
Like,
he was so fucking giddy.
That's hilarious, dude.
So here's
Shout out
some
to them boys.
exposition here.
Shout out to them white boys, yeah. F. Murray Abraham.
That was the guy in the beginning.
I think that's the guy that just died, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew I recognized
Oh,
that
is he
guy.
the 13th ghost now? Because he died?
Yeah.
They were just saying they were trying to trap 12. Is he the 13th?
Greg Nicotero and Robert Kurtzman. Those are
look at that.
very famous. Yeah, K&B Effects.
Welcome-
Before they were
yeah.
K&B Effects.
Welcome back to the podcast, Greg Nicotero.
Yeah. They were
This is like your
Tom
fourth
Savini's
appearance.
understudies. They learned from the best.
Dan Glass, that's a made-up name.
Yeah. He's in the witness protection program.
So Tony Shalhoub's wife just died in that little intro montage exposition.
Oh.
And now they're in the poorhouse.
It's kind of hard to read subtext right now.
Yeah. So it started with a nice happy view and a nice house, and then it's you
Oh.
heard fire alarms and
And now they're like in Skid Row and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now it cuts to he
She
just
must
wants
have been
to-
the breadwinner.
Robert Zemeckis. Joel Silver and Robert Zemeckis produced this. Robert Zemeckis fucking directed Back to the Future.
A lot of things.
Forrest Gump, yeah.
Castaway.
Yeah, he's a big dude. That's surprising.
Beowulf.
Yeah. Beowulf.
I mean, shit, and all these actors are pretty big around this time too, right? Tony Shalhoub. I guess so. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I don't think he'd done Monk yet, but I mean,
He was
Wings.
in Men in Black.
Yeah, he was in Men in Black and that old TV show Wings. That's what I always remembered him from. Steve Beck.
Zach, look it up. Look
Yeah,
up what
look up-
else.
look up Steve Beck,
Yeah,
yeah.
we need to know.
Let's see what else he never did after this.
Watch us be surprised.
Death in America. Cancer rates are down, but
No fucking way.
Uh-oh.
You know what else he directed?
No, please tell us.
Ghost Ship.
You're kidding me.
I had no fucking idea.
Man, we do it. That shit, man. That shit, man. We always do this. It was connected and we didn't even know.
Just to drop the hint to everybody, we're
it
doing
is all
Ghost Ship
connected.
next.
Yeah, Ghost Ship.
Holy
Ghost Ship.
shit.
Yeah, that's no bullshit. If you're listening right now,
Dude.
we literally have Ghost Ship up to be the next movie we record after this.
This is
with
our-
no idea that the same guy directed
And
it.
they're shitty in the same way too.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
that.
for sure.
Oh. And I usually do a little bit of Googling every time we decide on movies. And I watched that movie the other night and like get a little bit of Googling, but I did not make that connection.
That's fun.
Holy shit.
happy that
So yeah,
That's what we do, man. That's what we do.
So
See
for
what
you
else he
guys-
didn't do is he also didn't do another good movie. Yeah.
Yeah, with Ghost in the title.
So for you guys listening right now, we do a thing now where we think out our movies months at a time, and we think about like
Little theme for
themes.
the month.
You know what I mean? Like so, you just listened to March, which was spring break theme, obviously.
I like to call it surf and turf.
Surf and turf. That's whatever you want to call it. So this theme was Zach's idea, and it was just like ghosts. And they're like, okay, so horror movies, like, nope, just shit with ghosts in the title.
No, yeah, 'cause, we were sitting here last week.
Just shit with ghosts in the title.
Are y'all about to give it away? Don't give it away.
No, I'm not going to give the third one away. We already said
Yeah,
ghost,
yeah,
ghost
yeah,
shit.
for sure.
But yeah, when you see the third one, it's it's going to be great.
Oh man, I hope you guys.
I'm not even going to tease it. We're just going to drop it.
Yeah, like we said,
Yeah.
it's just stuff with ghost in the title.
I hope
Don't-
you guys
there's
get,
no,
like-
there's no thematically connected.
anticipatory about it because I'm gonna love it.
Hey, whenever this episode comes out, take your guesses at what we're going to do, and we'll see. If you guess, we're not going to say anything, but we'll get you something.
Is that Anthony Jeselnik?
Do something.
It looks like his older brother.
It does look like Anthony Jeselnik.
You know he's a bad guy because he's handsome.
Yeah, for sure.
He's wearing a suit. And he's like, ooh, your apartment's dirty. I don't want to come in here.
Just in case you don't know, I'm trying to gentrify this area.
So the guy the guy that got necked is that dude's brother. Is Tony Shalhoub's brother.
That makes sense.
Oh, so that's how he gets pulled
And
into
they
it.
Left him
the house,
No, Cyrus
of course.
squandered it.
Hey, Bobby, isn't that
Man, this Basil Hayden's good, dude.
What is
I'd be liking some Basil Hayden's. I mean,
you
I'm liking it.
he's dead?
now we get his attention?
Pipe down.
This kid is so morbid, dude. He was reading like
Cancer rates.
the like death in America today.
His
when
mom
we-
just burned to death.
well, I mean,
Like just now?
Like 6 months prior to this. 6 months in the story. 6 months prior. This is 6 months after
Yeah.
the mom burned to death.
Is Shannon Elizabeth like the new mom?
No, Shannon Elizabeth is the daughter, but she's kind of a cunt because she's like, why do we live in this crappy house?
She's under a lot of pressure, Zach.
I want to live in a mansion where it's nice.
I'm hot.
Zach, she's under a lot of pressure.
No,
okay?
she's a shitty written character. That's just it. Like they wrote her pretty bad.
She's not a great actress either. I mean,
She's really hot.
You hush your mouth.
she's okay.
Yeah, if anybody offered me a key like that, I'd be like, nah, I'm good.
Nah.
You're
Like,
like,
okay, here's a point to make, right? They're destitute now. Like he's a math teacher, but they have a nanny.
Bathrooms. Everyone gets their own bathroom.
oh shit. No, I'm like, do you guys see the?
The red hue.
Yeah.
Do you guys see the app that this is like being shared to me on? It looks like hell
See
is in the background.
The Elvish in his background. This looks like scenes from Event Horizon.
Yeah.
It very much does.
It took
Look at that voodoo ass shit,
it
dude.
took 30 minutes for that video to load.
Is this over a Deadeye encryption?
Yeah, I mean, all
Like
those
they're-
pagan symbols
Yeah,
and
they're
shit.
not
Like,
even using Wi. Like they don't have Wi-Fi back then. How's
Yeah.
he doing this? Like
Look at that, and there's like Aramaic written behind him. Like,
Yeah.
no, wait, dude, I'm not moving in your house, bro.
it kind of looks
I
like
promise there's nothing shady.
It kind of looks like a Dark World version of like the set from what's the old guy that talks to people on CNN.
Larry King?
Yeah, looks like a Dark World version of Larry King.
Did. Jesus Christ. How do you think that Larry King's lived so long? He sold his soul to the devil. He's like, all right, Satan, I'll sell you my soul
Let's do this.
if you can give me every single
Jesus.
high profile interview that a man could have. And he's like, there's one that he's holding out on so he
He's
doesn't
had
die.
like 12 wives too. Like
Oh,
Larry,
yeah.
Larry King is like, he's seriously like, it's probably more than 12.
He sold his soul to the devil. You heard it here first, folks. Like,
He's one of those,
he's an agent of Satan.
he's 100 years old, but he marries 22-year-olds.
Satan was like, I'll tell you what, I'll give you the career you want. I'm just going to take your neck.
yeah, because he's too old to fuck all those young women that he's with. So he's probably just like stealing body parts from them. That's why he goes through wives so fast. He's like, give me that spleen, girl. I'm gonna live forever. I'll be a living god. He's just like,
Oh, Jesus.
he's harvesting organs from these young
That's-
women to keep. That's why he's still alive.
He doesn't use Match.com. He uses 23andMe, and he only dates girls that are genetic matches.
That have no family that will come looking for them. Yeah, like if you take his shirt off,
the
it's just
thing
like
is-
giant stitch marks all the way down his body.
Oh yeah.
You know how like okay, this is kind of you'll understand once I get to the point. You know how like you'll see good porno videos on Pornhub, right? And it has like it's usually like the amateur ones with the really hot young chicks. But you notice that they only have like 1 or 2 videos and then you never see them again. It's probably something like that.
Oh yeah.
They go in a
yeah.
directory and then
Yeah, for sure.
then some rich guy snaps them up.
Yeah, it's called called sex trafficking, Zach, and it's nothing to joke about.
Yeah, it's really a problem.
Oh goddamn.
That's why we got to build that wall.
Dude, music really sucked in the early 2000s.
Dude, that was one thing. Like, and especially in these horror
Noted
films,
adventurer dies at 57.
they're like, okay, they're gearing these towards teenagers. So they're like, we got to throw in like some
This is
pop.
that's tricky.
You know,
actually.
we got
Like,
to throw in some music.
That's tricky from
that the kids like.
what's that fucking band?
I don't know.
Tricky.
Tricky, yeah. He's kind of like Portishead and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or like house music type stuff.
Yeah.
I saw him open up for somebody once. I can't remember what concert that was.
See, look, the box is still out in the front yard, like the box with all the Aramaic and shit written on it. Every
whole house
every
is.
window has it on, so never mind.
And all that stuff's like written on there to keep the ghosts inside, I guess.
It's heroic.
Dude, and
It's
not
some kind of spell that they can't break.
and all of these people aren't even white. I don't know, especially like this woman. Like, how does she go in this house? That's not accurate. That's not accurate.
Yeah. I
This
mean,
black woman would be like, hell no.
At least she would be like,
Yeah, she'd be like,
That's basically her role in the whole movie. Is just going, this ain't it. Chief.
no,
That's it."
hell no.
She's like, I'm going back.
Like
I'm
I
going
said,
back
dude,
to the house.
There's a high production value, shitty script, man.
Yeah.
So bad.
Well, that's the thing with these movies. They don't hire Academy Award winning script writers. It's just
I don't know.
about
Let's see.
seeing some
Let's see if somebody.
seeing some blood, maybe some boobs,
I'll see a boob or two.
some bloody boobs or two. Hopefully you see 2 and not just 1 boob. Hopefully there's always
Hey,
2 boobs, not
Hopefully
just
so.
1.
I mean, although they are ghost boobs, so who knows?
Who knows?
We don't know the state.
Every
of-
once in a while there's 3.
Dude, I am not. Look,
Yeah,
that's
that's how you unlock the door.
look. That shit starts happening. I'm out. I'm just saying.
These people are
I am
morons.
out. And at least I might not be out, but I'm gonna have a lot of questions.
Well, now, okay, look, Tony.
Let's wait and come
no,
back
listen,
during the day
listen.
and not in a thunderstorm.
No, listen, Tony is he is destitute, man. He's behind on his bills. He's living in a poorhouse.
They're desperate,
His
yeah,
wife just
yeah.
died.
I'll go to Walmart and get a tent.
I mean, look how like he just got left this amazing house.
He
you
wants
know?
his kids to have a nice life.
Weird.
Guess Uncle Cyrus wasn't too keen on privacy.
Isn't this is this our cast of characters here? I
I
thought
believe so.
isn't there more people?
There's 13 ghosts.
But I mean like victims.
No, this is it. Not too many people actually die in this movie.
Lame.
The
Yeah.
kid's the first to die. Just spoiler alert. I hate
Oh,
to tell
sure.
y'all.
Yeah, totally.
I hope that kid dies. Piece of shit.
You know, I feel like somebody heard that old saying, "Don't throw stones in glass houses," and was just like, "I got an idea for a movie,"
I'm gonna make a house out of fucking nothing but glass.
and write crazy people shit on it.
Okay, yeah, I would look at this and be like, okay, yeah, we're destitute, we don't have shit. That's
yeah,
cool.
we'll come back, we're
but
gonna
we ain't
sell
living in
this.
this house. We're gonna sell the shit out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Some weird, rich, eccentric dude
Hell yeah,
will
he'll
buy
buy it.
this right up. Yeah.
Especially that. Look, you can't live in a house like this with that little kid. That little kid's like 11 years old. He's gonna
Yeah.
be jerking off every second.
Oh yeah,
gets.
he's gonna be rubbing his dick on everything.
Yeah, you cannot live in a glass house with an 11-year-old boy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So we all clear?
And no privacy.
Do windows, okay?
Miss Maggie does not do windows. What does that fucking mean, Miss
I mean,
Maggie?
she's like the living maid, I guess.
She is the
oh,
sass
she's
relief.
saying she don't clean windows.
She's sass relief, basically.
I thought you meant like, what do you mean don't do windows? Like,
That's a cool booth.
He
I
just
want
said,
that.
"What an incredible wealth of things."
Yeah, sell them and get a different house,
Yeah.
bro.
sell
Problem
all
solved.
that shit. Don't touch nothing.
Stuff must be worth a fortune.
Fucking have a auction. Bid it all off.
Like, they all just said the same thing.
Yeah, look at that 15th century samurai sword that's worth like $250,000.
There's no furniture.
Yeah.
Just fucking bunch of cool, weird old shit.
For sure. Let's just sell this one sword and get a house. Get
Probably.
a regular house.
Yeah. From the Ming Dynasty.
I mean, that's a pretty incredible house. Like,
where are the bedrooms?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I think honestly, if the government ever saw somebody building a house like that, they should arrest them because they're obviously
Immediately.
up to fucking no good. Look at that shit.
Obviously, up
Like,
to no
I need to
good.
see your tax
Somebody's
report,
trying to
man.
summon some ghosts.
Like, what the fuck, man? Like,
No throwing stones.
Oh, he made the no throwing stones
there you go,
joke.
see?
Wow, wow.
A living work of art.
I guess those Razor scooters must have just come out recently, so they're like,
That's-
put one in the movie.
That was a big time for those scooters.
Put one in the movie.
Fucking hurt your ankle really bad though when you try to do a kickflip.
Send us some scooters.
Down the hall. It's 2 doors on the right.
Wasn't a kickflip, it was like a kick spin. It wasn't even the same thing.
It's
And
tail
just
whip,
bash
actually.
the shit out of your ankle.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Tail whip. Oh, that's what it is.
There are still people that professionally scooter extremely.
Okay, we know at least the blonde dude, the blue-eyed blonde guy is going to die.
Yeah, sleazy lawyer.
Yeah, the sleazy lawyer type's always going to die.
All right, so intrinsically we know there's something very
That looks like
special
shit
going
from,
on in that room.
Predator.
Get some property insurance.
Arthur, we've got some papers.
You know what the
starting to see-
insurance on that glass fucking house is going to be? He's like, don't touch anything until we get insurance. That house is uninsurable.
Sir,
So
your
the
house-
adjuster would show up and be like, "Oh, yeah, it's nothing but glass." Yeah, no.
All this stuff
And you got a 12-year-old kid living in there? No, you're not getting this insured.
here.
Yeah, well, they probably ain't got to worry about hurricanes and shit. Yeah, this is a Cenobite cube as a house.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
So
This is a walk-in
The house is
puzzle
a
box.
mechanized.
I'm not exploring that.
I mean,
house.
really did a shitty job of hanging the wires when everything else is so clean, right?
Well, there's no walls to put the wires in.
I mean, come on, dude. Like,
There's no walls you can put them in.
get
There's
some
fucking
fish
glass.
tape and fucking spend a little extra time. Like, clean that shit up, right?
What does that cog right
Zip
there
ties
even
are
do?
cheap, man.
What does that cog even do?
It looks cool.
These machinations, like,
I think we'll find out.
oh yeah, you're probably right. That does look pretty deadly.
It's this house is actually a transformer. So
And bro,
Actually,
all those
that's
cogs
not.
start turning and it.
There was a meme I saw where it was a transform and they were riding the car and he said, "Oh, we got to transform," and it did it and just crushed everybody.
Yeah, the people inside just get mangled.
Yeah,
wait, what's going on with Matthew Lillard?
and it's like Bumblebee just standing there like, God.
Blood dripping out of it and shit.
And what is he even doing in this house? He saw every single one of his contemporaries die.
He's obviously trying to find
Well,
something or
his mentor just died,
lock the ghost back up.
and he's trying to figure out what's happening with like all his stuff, and because he's like a
I'm dreaming.
ghost person.
Yeah, he's posing as a
Was Cyrus a hunter?
whatever.
I don't know. I think this house would probably get kind of boring. It all
Oh.
looks the same.
Oh, look at that 1927 Colt. Oh, yeah, that would pay for a house all by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've marked where you're
I think he's getting fucked by a ghost right
Yeah.
now.
Ghosts are trying to rape. Somebody get down there, man. Somebody help Matthew. He's getting ghost raped.
Well, this place. Beyond.
Oh my God.
Like when
I feel a presence.
when Dan Aykroyd, that ghost sucked his dick in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. If y'all don't remember that, that was a real scene
a
in
thing,
Ghostbusters
yeah.
where
I mean-
he gets a blowjob while he's laying in bed.
You know about that British lady who claims to be like, what is it like?
Away everything.
She's been fucked by a bunch of ghosts.
She's been fucked by a ghost. Yeah, she says she's like spirit, like I don't know what she called it exactly, but it's basically like a spiritual sexual.
Ghosts got to get off too.
She says she's been like gangbanged by ghosts and shit like that.
That's comforting to me to know
Yeah.
that when you die and become a ghost,
You still get to fuck?
You still get to fuck.
Yeah, I know, for real, right?
That's reassuring. I
Or
like that.
maybe there's only like so many people there, so it's like you kind of got to share the
It's-
one that you can.
It's
actually
nice to
fuck.
know that you can still experience a whoa.
What the fuck is
I
going
was
on
gonna
with
say
you, bro?
experience an
What a hell of a
orgasm.
shot.
That looked like that was his O face.
So apparently he can.
He's
sense
experiencing
ghosts.
an orgasm.
He's got some kind of ability.
Oh, he's a medium.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a psychic. Yeah.
He's I see dead people.
He said whenever we looked at the walls, they're containment space.
Oh, what the fuck was going on in that room?
That was
Jesus.
creepy. Yeah, there's some good makeup effects. I mean, not surprising. It's Greg Nicotero.
He's some kinky ass ghosts, though.
Yeah, Greg Nicotero doing the special makeup effects. So yeah, they're gonna look pretty cool.
Look, yo! Look!
Whoa.
I love how all of them, like, not one of them is like, I don't want to live here. Like, they're all still like 100 about this house.
Arthur,
we've all seen fantastical, great, crazy houses, right? Not one of them looked as unlivable as this.
Yeah, this
thing.
house is unlivable. There's no bedrooms, there's no bed, there's no.
it's gonna sound completely whacked, all right? But just
all the walls are made of glass.
Where do you fuck or jerk off in this house?
If the sun's out, it's gonna get really fucking hot.
It's gonna get hot as shit.
It's
in
gonna
that
turn into a
house.
magnifying glass.
Yeah, you'll die in there. You can't jerk off or fuck because all the walls are glass. There's no privacy.
What is this, a house for plants?
easy way, ghosts. Arthur, I used to hunt ghosts with your uncle Cyrus.
He's like, I was just playing. I'm not a
Okay, as
utility
one
guy.
does, yeah.
Ghosts! God
You
damn,
hunt.
listen to me.
Push key in the hall.
Bobby, I don't think this is the place.
What the fuck did he say?
Race you to the end of the hall.
These.
Oh, is this The Shining?
I think these
scene?
subtitles were done by somebody in Russia who's learning English.
As in disgruntled spirits trapped on Earth. Ghosts, you know,
Ghosts,
as in
right.
Halloween.
Okay,
Boo. As in Demi Moore and Unchained Melody, right? Ghosts.
That's right. Okay, I get it.
Unchained Melody, was that a ghost?
That was the
reference?
song.
That was the song
Ghost.
playing in Ghost when they're doing the clay.
Look, I'll explain.
Come on, you should know about your Swayze.
Yeah, I mean that's fucking.
Outside.
You're insulting Aaron right
I'm sorry,
now.
I'm a little swayed right now.
You're insulting Aaron.
That's your ball game, man. You're the Swayze expert.
I know. That's why I knew it.
The Swayze head.
To be my room.
Everybody knows that. Like,
Yeah.
you know who else do that? Fucking everybody, Zach.
Dude, are those Seth MacFarlane action figures? Did you see that?
They were Warhammer 2049 set for playing tabletop games.
Yeah.
Okay. I tried.
These
man.
guys were
I
really-
fucking tried, you asshole.
No, I was.
Oh wow!
that was-
There's actually the first time I saw
that was my
furniture
joke.
in this
I don't.
house.
That's not what they were. That was a really
Okay,
really
that's a
nerdy
pretty
joke.
dope room.
That's a bed,
I'll give it that.
but you're still glass walls. You're still people.
Yeah,
and
that's
creepy
watching.
fucking child heads with their
Yeah.
paint rubbed off.
Anytime you see like brushes like that and stuff, that belong to a little dead girl.
And I don't know why here. I don't know why you brought him here. And I am not staying around to find out. So if I were you...
Then why'd you come in the first place? You knew there was ghosts there.
Has been harassing my office since your uncle died. Okay, I see this all the time. Arthur.
Oh shit! He just came in his pants again.
See, wait a minute. Right here, I'd be like, dude, you just acknowledged that he was a utility guy, and you're like, cool. And
You
now you're
just
saying
now-
he's
yeah.
been harassing.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, all right, something's fishy.
Oh, so you
I'm
knew
getting
about
out of
him
this
before
house.
and you
Yeah.
didn't say anything?
Yeah.
You're
I'm
just
like,
now
I'm
saying
getting the fuck
something?
out of this house.
Oh, so he didn't want. He had to get them in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to get them to sign the contract.
So he
or
couldn't.
whatever.
He couldn't like stay outside and.
He needs to get somebody in there. I guess that'll release him of his duties. Okay, the house was creepy enough, and then this dude runs in screaming about ghosts and stuff, freaking out. Be like, okay,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
that's
that's-
all I need to hear. I'm out.
Okay, so that's one of the abilities they set him up for. Apparently, anybody who touches him,
They get-
he
yeah.
he soaks up all their memories and
He experiences all their pain.
yeah, he's a telepath basically. Yeah,
And an empath.
Yeah, empath. Yeah,
is it empath?
Yeah.
I was thinking back to the
It's
X-Men
both.
movie.
It's both.
yeah.
I didn't know there's a difference.
So that's his mutant power.
Oh, here's the setup for my favorite one.
Is this-
I really think that's probably why.
Why you wanted to pick this?
Well, now I liked Cabin in the Woods for the same kind of reason though. You know, this movie, it's not just the titties or anything like that, but
It's very meta.
I did remember
Yeah.
this movie and like just the cast of the characters and the lore is what kind of I think I've always
Yeah.
had a thing for that. Like the stories behind the individual
Right.
characters.
Oh yeah,
you know?
me too. Definitely.
And
it's not
it's-
just random ghosts.
well-
there's a reason and
The sad thing is that the ghosts are more developed characters than the fucking people you're supposed
I
to
was
care
just
about.
to say that. Yeah, like they make them sympathetic.
Yeah,
you're like, oh
you
shit.
care. You don't give a shit about the main characters.
No, 'cause they're
not
idiots.
developed at
Yeah,
all.
Well,
that's
it's
like
just 'cause
that's
they're
like
idiots.
when in Hellraiser 2, when that main group of Cenobites die, the one guy kills them one by one, and as they're dying, they resort back to what their human form.
Right, right.
And I remember it was always really sad because Chatterer, he was the one with his lips were all pulled off and he had the teeth.
Yeah.
He was always my favorite looking one. And when he dies and resorts to his human form, you find out that he was just like a little boy.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, shit.
Oh,
he was just a
damn.
little kid.
Jeez.
Did you just miss the tit ghost?
What's the matter?
No, she
Oh,
comes
so you
back.
can see the ghosts if you put those glasses on?
Yeah, but I can't. Apparently, it's like in flashes. Like it's not fully.
Well,
those-
you see, like a lot of the writing comes like alive and becomes different on the glass, and you see the ghost with those glasses.
That's them ghost glasses, yeah.
all the people in the beginning of the movie had them on. So.
Everybody knows that.
I kind of like that little mechanic there.
The steps.
He left the money for that guy
Because he knew
on the mechanism.
He knew that
that's
guy
gonna
would
set-
go for the money.
Yeah,
It's-
exactly.
Who
I
left
kinda
it?
like- that was a nice little.
Oh, I got you.
That was a nice
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
thing there.
It's like, I know this guy ain't going to leave the money
Oh, look at
behind.
a little mixing board over there. That's nice. I don't know why you need an 8-track
And
mixer
there,
for doing
now
voiceovers.
the
but-
puzzle box is closing.
I'll take your word for it.
Man, I really feel like this movie was heavily influenced by Hellraiser.
So he was trying to sell the house to get some money. That's what it was, but he knows there's ghosts in it, and then
Well, he's like, fuck it, I don't need them to sign anyways. He's like, I just found the money.
I mean,
Yeah.
this could almost be considered like preemptive of the Cube.
yeah,
Saw
kinda,
movies.
yeah.
The Cube.
Any of those movies where it's like almost like they're in a game.
The Haunting meets Hellraiser meets the Cube.
I feel like he's about to get cut in half or something.
Yeah,
Have y'all not seen this movie?
It's been a long time.
It's been a really long time for me.
This
Well, he
dude's got-
does, and this is one of my favorite. I think this is one of my
Oh, shit.
favorite kills in a horror movie.
Here's the titty ghost.
I'll give it that.
Hey,
Oh man, her titties all cut up.
I was just kidding. Before.
Those black eyes reminds me of
A little lawyer humor. See?
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's so
Yes.
fucking.
So
Cool.
basically, the ghost can't kill you. It's the house.
No, not true.
No?
Well, remember in the beginning that guy killed a bunch of dudes,
Fuck yeah, now slide down.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh damn.
which is great. Knowing that he directed Ghost Ship 2, like the beginning.
makes sense,
The
yeah.
beginning, yeah. And we'll
Oh!
no spoiler alert, but
That's awesome.
That is a crazy cool
it's
effect.
such a cool. Dude, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite kills. I'll probably put it that.
That's really good.
That is a cool effect. Jeez.
Like that's pretty fucking satisfying.
It's like reminds. What is that museum? The dissected horse.
So,
no,
never
it's
seen
the
that.
Body Works.
That's Body Worlds that travels around to
Body
Yeah,
different
yeah,
museums.
yeah.
But
The-
if you are actually wanting to travel to a museum that does something like this, I will recommend the Prisoners Museum in
yeah,
Huntsville.
because
where they
serial
have the-
killers and stuff like that, they put their brain on slides.
Well, they do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
but
I've seen
the
photos
study
and
of-
stuff
They also
like that,
have
yeah.
the first ever digitized man in the Prisoners Museum of Huntsville, wherever they took, like, they froze a man solid, sliced him into millimeters thin, like, sort of things, and then scanned him in. So you can, like, view a human body, like, like
That's
go through
cool.
it.
I read
Yeah.
like a Reddit thing about what they used to cut those slides, and apparently like they're so sharp that everybody that has to use them will cut yourself, and you won't even know it, and it's
Yeah.
going to be really bad.
They were obsidian blades. They were stone blades, which can become
less than paper thin. Like, ugh.
stone, like obsidian, can become 100 times more sharp than steel.
Okay, so I did do some study on this one because this was my pick. So I'm going to give you all the backstory that they didn't give in the movie. So this chick, and let me actually pull up something so I can.
The naked ghost chick.
Naked Ghost Chick is the angry princess, and her story is she was a hot chick that was self-conscious and had a lot of boyfriends that wanted her changed, so she got a lot of plastic surgery.
Oh, that's why she's all
and-
cut up?
And eventually she started working for a plastic surgeon, and she, instead of getting paid money, she traded surgery. And then one night she tried to do a surgery on herself because she had been watching him, and she like fucked up her eye and like messed herself up. So she was so fucked up she committed suicide in the bathtub.
Her vanity got to her.
Yeah.
So
It's like the
So that's her
the in Seven. What was the one girl? What was that kill?
from Vanity.
Was it Vanity? Is that the sin? Where he cut her face off, but then gave her a bunch of painkillers.
I don't know,
And put the
actually.
bandages all over her face. He put the pills in one hand, and the phone in the other. And they get there, they're like, okay, he gave her option: call for help and you'll live, but you'll be horribly disfigured.
Yeah.
Or
take the
take
pills
or
and
take
kill
all these
yourself.
pills
And
and,
die.
just go to sleep. Yeah.
Wow. So most of the people, like, you gotta wear the special glasses to see all the ghosts and shit. Like, she can't see anything.
No.
Yeah, because she ain't got the glasses on.
Now that ghost is out,
Yeah, she's out. She's just
so
like
she managed
roaming.
to get upstairs.
What are you doing up here? I told you to wait downstairs.
Yeah, but Dad, come on.
But the ghosts like could have killed her. I don't.
Yes, great house.
Even though they're invisible, they can still kill you.
Yeah, I guess. Or
He's with Maggie. I don't.
the house makes them stronger.
We were racing and so all
The bio for this movie made it sound like the house itself is alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it wants the ghosts to get loose. Kind of like the Overlook.
Yeah, this is definitely
No, it's
anytime,
not that.
anytime this kid's on a scooter and they're doing those tracking shots, somebody's definitely trying to pay homage.
Yeah, a little wink wink.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
Could you give me a beer, please, sir?
Yeah.
Maggie, stop playing games.
They're not gonna kill this kid. You can't be killing no kids.
I hope they do. I hate that horror films are afraid to kill kids.
Yeah.
Some movies become horror films because they kill kids to make you care about it, like Arrival.
Yeah, because it throws you for a loop. Or, Pet Cemetery, the cute kid dies and you're like, fuck.
I don't know. Pet Cemetery. I think Pet Cemetery is different.
Wait a minute.
Well, okay, have y'all seen the new Halloween movie?
No, I haven't.
Okay,
actually.
well, I won't spoil it.
What I was gonna say
I
is,
guess I already kind of did spoil it.
who put the goddamn ghost seeing glasses on the little kid?
Wait in the car.
The nanny found them and said, "Hey, look at these cool
okay.
glasses here."
And the company that makes those Razor scooters must have funded this movie because they're
yeah.
like, that kid doesn't put that scooter down.
Yeah, but what kid is going to
Keep
see
that scooter in
this
every
movie?
shot.
Like kids
We're gonna
that age
sell a
aren't
million
gonna-
scooters, y'all.
They definitely did.
13 Ghosts, man, is gonna make us famous.
They definitely did.
Okay, so now we know the glass can't break.
Well, that takes the insurance bill way low.
Yeah,
It's indestructible glass.
Tried to
there.
hit it with a 17th century chair. Come on.
that's true. It just
Hey,
the chair just fell apart.
The
in his
craftsmanship
hands.
then was really good. Okay.
For a broke man, you just threw away $200,000, you asshole.
That used to, that chair used to belong
To the Ming
fucking-
Dynasty.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know what the hell is going on.
He just pulled a Kurt Russell and
And my son is missing.
What's with the prescription pills in his hand? What is he just like?
He's trying to quell his.
Y'all want
his-
some? Y'all want some
his thing.
speed?
psychicness.
All right. Breathe.
They're probably like it's probably like Valium or something to just like dull them out.
Did you hear that?
the lawyer split. Oh man.
So like none of the other none of the family knows what's going on at all. They haven't seen a ghost. All they know is what this guy's
well,
telling
that's
them.
what I was about to say. I'm expecting Matthew Lillard is in this movie
Yeah.
for exposition
kind of
because he's the only guy that knows what's going on. He's the
Right.
he's the
there's
comedic relief.
so much exposition.
Yeah, he's the comedic relief. Plus, I'm waiting for a scene where he talks for 10 minutes about why they should all be scared. And then he's gonna do I'm kind of freaking
So
out
what,
here,
I
you
think
guys.
they just let out like three or four different ghosts. This is 4. Yeah, this is the 4th ghost.
Zach, what was the set like on this? Do you know? Like, was this all one giant set piece, or was
I'm
it
not sure.
built?
There wasn't much
this
production.
thing had to have been.
Was
animation.
it built as needed?
Well, it
You
was
know?
obviously
I'll do
built,
some
but
Googling.
I bet you that they could pull things apart
Yeah, and like
so they
reuse them.
to get cameras down narrow hallways and stuff like that. Or there's no ceiling, that.
It is a really
remember like when we
impressive
did the
set piece,
Randy
though.
Moore episode. He was
Right.
talking about how some places the ceiling can get lifted up,
Yeah,
so that they can
absolutely,
get different angles and stuff from up top.
Like it was
and
on,
shit like that.
it's on like ropes and stuff.
Yeah,
so
and they
can
just
lift
lift it up
yeah.
and come in from the top. So yeah, I bet it was the whole thing could be pulled apart in sections, even.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was probably
I
on
think
a set. For
it had to
sure.
have been
I mean,
massive.
even with the junkyard looked like a set. So
Yeah.
Hey, Glass family, Rob.
it cost. It only cost $5 million.
Bar Glass.
Yeah,
He's not gonna hear you. See, this is shatterproof and soundproof.
Ectobar glass. You hear that?
Thank
like
you for-
ectoplasm, ectobar. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ghost
they
class.
shot it on BC Canada Studios.
Yeah, ghosts can't cross those, so that's why all that shit's written on it. I knew that.
See, the supernatural realm has its own set of laws.
Shot it
Here comes some exposition.
Either written or spoken, ghosts have to obey whatever.
So ghosts can't cross the glass, then essentially.
That's why all that shit's written on there. There are
Yeah.
incantations that stops them.
Bro, why you even gonna have ghosts in your house, man? Don't make ghost rooms, bro. Like, if you don't have no ghosts in your house, you don't have to have ectobar glass. Oh, this woman died from autoerotic asphyxiation? Is that what that was?
That is...
Let's hope so.
She was in a prom dress, so...
The bound woman, she was a cheerleader, and her football-playing boyfriend found her cheating and strangled her and killed the other guy. Buried her on the 50-yard line of a local football field.
And later found out she was pregnant.
So all these people
Damn.
died. All these people died violent deaths. That guy owed money to a bookie. The torso, obviously, they fucking murdered
Yeah,
him.
they murdered
So
the fuck
they're,
out of him.
yeah, they were all wrong.
Tortured spirits.
Murdered, yeah. They all have a vendetta.
Horribly violent deaths.
Yeah.
You get a lot of power out of violence, right?
Well,
That's why the houses get haunted, because it left a mark because
There's
of all the
remnants.
evil energy, you know?
Yeah, something very horrible happened. Or when, yeah, they,
need more protection.
All right, that's enough. This is not helping him with
it was, they felt wronged or whatever, so that they don't want to go because
we find the kid.
they're pissed.
Figure a way out of here.
I don't know. I'm grasping. I'm searching for words that
Well, no, I mean,
they're not coming. They're just not coming.
But no, but
the
that's,
words aren't
that's-
coming.
That thing is like pretty common in the whole story of, like, think of like Ju-on, The Grudge. Like, that's a pretty common in like ghost stories is that something violent or horrible happens, and it's so violent and horrible that it like leaves like waves and it allows them to that's
Well,
the
Part
I
of it
don't know-
stays behind.
Yeah, I don't know
Or-
a
and
good
a
way
lot
to
of
put it,
times
but you know
the-
what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Well, then sometimes you'll have it where the ghost isn't the one that's evil. They stay around to protect.
Sure.
yeah, that's like Casper. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like they have
the
unfinished
Haunting of
business
Hill
and-
House.
yeah,
If you watch
yeah.
the Haunting of Hill House, so
Actually, this movie you'll see.
you find out in the Haunting of Hill House that the ghosts aren't really bad. They just fucked up shit happened.
Well, a lot
to
of these
them and-
ghosts are. I mean, they're trying to...
Speaking of ghosts, like, and
guess.
like,
Wait,
I know
maybe
a lot.
not.
Everybody has their haunted house story, but Steve Fitzner actually told me something just hanging out the log on years ago, because he always had these paranormal stories about his house, and they're pretty crazy stories. And he's a pretty straightforward guy, so I kind of believe him. But what he says is what he does now, and he had a friend tell him to do it. Is if he senses something like that happen in a place he's living, he says,
Just start talking to it.
no, just say, hey, I'm cool with you. I don't care if you're here. We're cool, but just don't freak me out. And he said every time he did that, it helped. And I've used that. And it helps
that
me
makes
out.
sense.
See,
Movies have taught us to be scared
that?
of that, but
Yeah.
if you just don't assume that all ghosts are bad.
Somebody's giving him tips.
well, see, I don't,
one of the ghosts in there is not bad.
Yeah. That stuff doesn't even bother me at all.
Oh, shit!
That's a...
Is that
mother.
his fucking mom?
That's his mom.
That's his mom. Yeah, she's a burn victim.
The wilted, what was it? The withered
I mean,
lover.
it's obviously a fucking burn victim.
Yep.
What's she doing there?
Go upstairs and find your father. Yeah. See,
She's
that
like-
mom's gonna be like fighting all the other ghosts, being like, "Don't you mess with my boy."
Yeah, cut to like the last shot of the movie where the house is burning or something, and she's standing there.
Shit!
That's a 13th ghost right there. That's the 13th ghost.
Bobby's the 13th.
No, Bobby's a kid. His
I know.
brother.
That
Oh,
was-
Yeah.
Chill.
Now, do you see, this stuff doesn't bother me. So when I worked for Advanced Systems and Alarm Services, we actually we did all the work on Hotel Beaumont, right? And no one else would go do it because they would be up there on like the upper floors, and they would. So you have to go in every room and check the smoke detection and stuff like that. They would say that like doors they left closed would be open randomly, like all this
Yeah.
weird shit.
Probably
And
because they're homeless people
It's
living
probably
in there.
bums.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
still,
They're, just,
Exactly.
they're really crafty.
But
I mean,
like
Yeah.
I just didn't care because I would be like, yeah, that doesn't bother me. Like that doesn't bother you. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna get killed by a door that randomly opens. That's my
yeah, but what opened the door?
But it just doesn't bother me. It's like I know that no body laying in a morgue anywhere on Earth has a toe tag on it where it's like cause of death, ghosts. Like it just doesn't. This shit just doesn't bother me, dude. You know?
Yeah, because we have to rationalize and explain it in our heads, so it makes sense.
Well, that lawyer died by getting split in half by a door.
Let's go back to the.
Yeah, because he was scared of that ghost. But if you're not scared of the ghost, then nothing would have happened.
Go ahead and look for yourself.
I feel like she would have stabbed him though.
Told you I can't see the ghost.
Well, it's
Maybe.
the same thing with like aliens. Like when aliens show up, fucking dumbass rednecks will be shooting at them.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
And it's like, wait, let them get here and talk first.
Yeah,
Can we have a conversation first?
If they get here, then your 12 gauge ain't gonna do shit.
I'll just
dog.
be like, can I get on
Well,
your
you never
ship and get me the fuck off this planet? Take me with you.
I'll be your dog. I'll be your puppy, I guess.
You notice how like every time alien sightings, if there ever is UFO sightings, it's usually like bumfuck places,
Yeah.
rednecks, like in the middle of nowhere.
Because they're bored.
What if they're intergalactic rednecks?
They probably are. We're
just
the,
like,
we're the
man-
intergalactic rednecks.
Yeah, they're like, man, we just want to.
Hi, man.
We had a long flight.
Earth is Louisiana to the
Yeah,
universe. Okay?
we had a long flight. We just want to sit back and whittle some.
Who is this actor? Zach?
That ghost is really cool looking.
Who's
up.
that ghost?
I like that.
That ghost
With
is,
all the railroad spikes in him.
That ghost is the Hammer. He was a blacksmith in the 1890s. He was accused of stealing. They tried, he was accused of stealing. I think he killed some people trying to lynch him or whatever.
Wait, he's seeing his own death right now?
Yeah.
Or a possible death. Possible future.
But how they killed him is they strung him up in a tree and they hammered railroad spikes into him.
Huh. Interesting.
That's like one of those, like, or, Green Mile or of Mice and Men,
Yeah.
Yeah, he was wrongly accused.
Yeah, or, exactly, yeah.
It was John Henry Irons, basically,
Yeah.
that people fucked up.
No, this is what happened. A gang, because they said he stole, and he said, no, I'm not going to leave the town, and they hung his wife and children and burned their bodies. And in revenge, he killed the people who did it. And then he was done dead.
That's a deep story for someone that you don't even...
Dude, I'm telling you, right?
So he's Candyman?
We're gonna find him.
Yeah, this movie should have came with like a little playbook,
like a pamphlet,
with like a
Kinda,
little
yeah.
pamphlet. Look at every page. Like when you see the new ghost, you could turn to that page and read
it's
read their
there's-
backstory.
It's kind of, I've never thought about it in that way, that like the ghosts are more maybe
Well,
that's what it is the ghosts
look
are
up-
more intriguing. you
Look
know?
up the DVD and see what kind of special features. I wonder if
There's
there
some
was
good ones
I wonder if
from
they
what I've
had like
read.
little.
Oh, there's probably...
They did.
featurettes,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
little
Yeah.
5-minute, like here's this ghost.
I think there's one that's just talking about the backstory.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. If there's something on the DVD where
Oh, damn,
like,
that's right.
a special feature where that you get to see more of the ghosts.
What's up with the cage? Like, damn.
That was for people. That was a thing that they would do in
That's the jackal.
not mental institutes. They were called insane asylums at that time.
That's not the jackal, is it?
Yep.
Is that the jackal?
It would be
See, okay,
people,
look.
Oh, yeah.
biters, basically.
Oh, I'm getting
It's
aroused.
a form of torture.
Tell me where it is.
Where do you think it is? What's holding me up right now? Do you wonder? Stay with me. Oh, where's this bitch been hiding the whole time?
Yeah. Where you been hiding?
I forgot about her from the beginning.
It's the activist.
Yeah. They hate road flares.
Don't move. What? Somehow we got behind enemy lines.
Uh-oh.
That kid got a toy
Shot
gun.
in the face.
Got a toy gun for in the early 20s, like a fake gun for birthday or whatever, and played Cowboys and Indians with his neighbor who had real arrows.
Wow.
So that's an arrow wound in his forehead?
Yeah, he got shot right between the eyes. That kid was a great shot. I'll give him that. They did a duel, yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
I can't see shit without the glasses, idiot.
So this is my question: is like, if you're wearing the glasses, they can interact with you, but you can't interact with them. Like, that ain't fair. That ain't fair at all.
Ghost, man.
Like, if something can punch you, you got to punch it back. That's breaking Newtonian physics. I don't believe in that. I ain't about that. I will fuck a ghost up real quick. Give me some glasses.
Are you saying you're going to choke out a ghost
I'm
here?
saying I will choke the fuck out of a ghost if I have them glasses on.
God, I was waiting for that. I've been waiting for that the whole.
I will say, give me some glasses. I'll choke one out. If they can scratch my face up, I can choke them out. That's just how it bees. It just bees that way. It just
not really
bees that
fair,
way.
is it? It's not fair.
No, it's not fair.
The spirit reclamation business.
What?
I free trapped souls. Cyrus has been...
Unless you can like actually think about it in terms of like psychosomatic power of mind over body, that when you see it coming at you, your mind makes it real. And then in that case, other than that, I don't know. That's some weird sort of metaphysical stuff, but other than that, screw that.
It's just movie science. It's just that movie science.
Which, if that's the case, then just don't put the glasses on, and you won't see it. You won't know it's real.
Tony Shalhoub finally saw the ghosts.
That's his first time seeing the ghosts?
Yeah.
Another one of Cyrus's big...
And this is way before augmented reality.
Hope to God the barriers...
They look like Google glasses, honestly.
They just look like 3M safety glasses to me.
With little fucking LED
lights.
Like, that seems like the most... Like, that would kill your peripheral view.
Yeah, it's just 3M
because you have lights coming in to the side of your eyes.
That's like the poorest prop department thing ever.
Well,
you know?
Nobody will
just 3M safety glasses.
It's not going to happen again. Let me show you. This is the Arcanum. Many people died in the quest for this book.
So wait, this lady right here is like an activist. She's like, free the ghosts.
Well, yeah, they're souls of people. She's like a vegan, but for ghosts.
Okay, so what are you supposed to do? Like, when you let them out of the glass box, aren't they going to like just haunt people on the world forever?
No, well, if you free them, if you release their spirit, then they'll go, maybe. I don't know. They never really explained that. Because apparently the big bad, the
let's
Juggernaut,
just let 'em out, dude.
The Juggernaut was hanging out in the fucking in a junkyard. So,
oh yeah. So I guess he got out. He escaped, right?
Or anything.
You're talking about the cage face guy.
No, that's the Jackal. The Juggernaut is the big guy at the beginning that was throwing motherfuckers around. Huh?
You want help?
I don't even remember what he looked like.
What'd you say?
That's not the one with the railroad spikes.
No, that's the Hammer.
Okay, I'm sorry. I stepped out for a second. Did I miss Aaron saying that he would choke out a ghost?
Yeah,
Fuck
he
you
left
did.
while he was saying that.
I would. I'm sorry, but I would.
Missed it.
If they can scratch me, I can choke them.
That's always my favorite part.
If they can go sideways on the walls, why wouldn't they just use that as a tactic? Just come up from the ceiling. You won't even see them, Oh shit.
I feel like that thing would be vibrating the shit out of that whole house.
So it's made out of concrete. So the house is a machine.
Yeah, it's a puzzle box.
I think he just explained it. So the house is a machine built off of whatever like ancient shit they read. That if you give it enough power, it will like impart upon you the knowledge of all mankind. So you'll become like the smartest person in the world, and that's
why people fuck with ghosts.
That's why he built it.
So if you impart the knowledge, wait, what?
I don't know. It's pretty rough.
It's flimsy. It's
pretty goddamn flimsy.
It's flimsy.
You could, yeah.
Perfect, another dead end. Okay, genius, we found the stairs.
You could throw a Mack truck through the plot holes and...
No, it can allow the user to see the past, present, and future.
Why?
Just do it.
Gotcha.
You gotta fuck with
the only way to shut it down is creation of a 13 ghost from a sacrifice of pure love.
Honestly, he's pretty nice.
Oh, so it's gonna be the dad and the mom.
Well, that's what she told him, is like, that's the sacrifice. That's why the mom's in there.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, the Hammer seems kind of nice. He just like looks at him. He doesn't really do anything. And
I think they're building him up as like the big bad of all of them.
One of the big bads. Yeah.
He's the one you're worried about.
And the kid with the arrow, he's creepy, but he doesn't like really do anything
He
bad.
hasn't done anything, yeah.
He's just kind of like following. He's like, hey.
The guy with that's the Torn Prince.
I miss my mom and my dad.
Pro baseball player died in a car wreck.
I had a scholarship. I had everything going for me.
I was going to be somebody.
Where is that?
I was fucking broads. It was awesome.
Fucking awesome. Banging brews and broads.
He's so angry. The prince. He's
Torn Prince.
But why? He can still fuck? They've made it apparent.
Go get the titty bitch.
Yeah.
Go get the titty ghost.
Titty ghost.
Well, they're separated by glass, but now that they're all together,
They're all
maybe they
kinda
can just
hanging
hang out, you know?
They could just hang out and be ghosts.
Just hang out and, like, maybe not kill all these people.
Have ghost orgies.
Yeah.
That's the name of my movie.
They'd be like, oh, your name's the
Ghost
Hammer?
orgy?
Why is
the
that?
ghost orgy. Yeah.
Why is your name
So I'm
the
about to
Hammer?
hammer you with this dick.
Oh, fun fact I read up on. A lot of people thought that the actress that played the titty ghost was a porn actress.
Yeah.
But they think that because they made a parody porn about this movie.
So, like, everybody
the year
kind of just
after-
remembers it?
I need to
And it's starring that actress.
need to bookmark that in my head.
Yeah, go hit up Google, y'all.
I'm gonna go hit up Pornhub.
It's funny how people misremember things that they saw, and then they blame it on the Mandela effect. It's so hilarious to me.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no,
Is it Berenstain or Berenstein?
It's
We thought it was Berenstain.
I
Yeah.
thought
but
it was
it's
Berenstain.
Stain. Yeah, it's an
but it's
A.
Berenstain, apparently, you know.
Because
That is
I remembered when I first heard about that. I had one when
But,
I
I
was a
mean,
kid in my daughter's
yeah.
room, and I like ran into her room and started going through her bookshelf,
And you
I
found it?
found it, and I was like, "Son of a bitch, it is Berenstain."
Well, here's the deal about that.
Because you
though,
know
too.
why that is? Time
Because-
travel. Somebody went back in time and changed it.
Nah, dude,
I kind of believe that, honestly.
I don't even believe that. I think it's because Berenstain sounds made up. Who else have you ever heard of in your entire life with the last name
So
Berenstain?
like, it's almost so
Berenstain.
unbelievable that we changed it in
Nah.
our mind to Berenstain.
Yeah, we just
But
changed
if you had the power of time travel,
just changed
and they
to
went
Berenstain.
back and they're like, "You know what I'm going to do?
I'm just going to change the name of this book.
I'm not going to kill Hitler.
I'm going to get a job as an illustrator working for the guy working on this kids series so that I can say, hey, Berenstein's pretty fucking stupid. Like we're not too big on Jews right now.
Yeah,
Like
let's go back and change it."
So the hammer's loose. Oh, I guess he is mean. Never mind. I thought he might not be mean.
That's
I
like
guess he is.
a John Mulaney joke. The guy's like, "So you're telling me if you went back back in time and you saw Hitler walking down the street, you wouldn't kill him?" He's like,
Nah.
"I didn't say that.
I wouldn't."
First of all, you're saying a guy that looks like Hitler, or actually is Hitler."
Well,
Because I have been wrong before.
well, you couldn't, man. Like you can't go back in time and kill Hitler because if you do, it's gonna fuck literally everything up. Because one
Oh,
of the
God,
most
yeah, you
one of the most
imagine?
important figures that's ever happened in history is Hitler. It's really bad.
Yeah,
but
but you saved thousands of Jews' lives.
yeah, but you and I might not even been born.
Yeah,
if Hitler died. You know what I mean? Like,
we would live in a completely different
like
world.
it just.
That's a good plot for a movie.
Yeah, you just like
go back
it
and kill Hitler, and then go back and see how much you changed
like,
things.
Nobody would even have invested in like atomic energies if that would have been the case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can't just
The whole
go back.
Manhattan Project,
If you
there
went
could
back and
be-
changed one thing, it would literally have to be so inconsequential that it could only be like Berenstain.
Yeah,
because that
exactly.
doesn't change anything. It
or
couldn't be
maybe
anything.
something that would only affect your future.
Yeah.
but not the whole human race.
You could go back and make this the 12 ghosts instead of 13. But like that'd be it. Like you can't change anything, you know? Like come on, read Flashpoint Paradox. We
Oh
know
no,
that.
yeah, I know. I'm with you.
Lose an entire family.
I hate that that's always the thing. People are like, go back in time. Well, I'd kill Hitler. Really?
Nah, it's not a good idea.
That's not, yeah.
It's not a good idea.
And for our listeners, we are not saying we condone anything that Hitler
Yeah.
did. And
Absolutely.
we wouldn't, we're not condoning what he did. We're just talking.
We just know that if you went back in time and
Semantics.
killed Hitler, then 13 Ghosts would have never been made.
Yeah.
And that would have been... All right, what's
Tom
up with...
Hanks wouldn't have been in that movie Saving Private Ryan.
See, he wouldn't have been. All right, dude. What's up with the flares? Like, the lady throws a flare...
I don't think they've explained that yet because that's the second time we've seen her throw a flare.
All right, I guess...
and wait, there was that scene earlier where the girl, she had the bag and she opened up that drawer and it was just full of flares. And she
Yeah.
was like shoving them in her bag.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
So it can't be they're afraid of fire thing. I don't know.
Maybe it's bright white light?
Like you either.
Yeah, apparently
Maybe it's
that-
like magnesium phosphorus?
It's the only thing that scares them back there. Yeah, something in it. Yeah,
Let's start with this. Is all
I don't know.
goddamn fault.
an ingredient.
Caught them, we wouldn't be running from them now, would we?
It's his uncle that built the damn.
Running from y'all aren't running anywhere.
Help him without knowing what he was doing.
All right, Zach, so I got something for you to look up, or you probably already know it. and it might even be a spoiler. It's probably going to be like a big revelation later. But what the fuck's up with these road flares? Like, how is that?
We just saw her.
It's never explained.
It's never explained.
What?
It's a dangling thred.
Yep.
Well, what do you think it is then? Is it just
We're
bright
just
white light?
we're just supposed to buy into that works.
What I'm gonna say is because to make smoke and to make fire and to make flame is a changing of elements. You're changing from solid to
Right.
gas. I think it's something about the elemental change that connects it to the spirit world.
And the way they're formed.
There's
and
some
how,
kind of chemical reaction that reacts
That's
to
a pretty good
to
BS.
why
that.
they're
I like that. Yeah.
why they're allowed to be in it. Yeah, well, that's what we were kind of starting to say. That something a material,
something about the changing of the elements. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say. That's my 2 cents.
combustion.
And then also, if that's so
combustion.
combustion, yeah,
Combustion?
that
I'm
works.
saying that right. It's one of those words that sounds weird when you say it.
Combustion.
And if that
Combustion.
works so well, why throw it at the ghost? Why not just walk up to him?
I know, because those things will burn for a long goddamn time.
Yeah.
Those
Well, it doesn't-
road flares burn forever. So, and she just lights them and then throws them. Like, you gonna go back and get that
Well, it doesn't
for
seem like
later?
the ghosts don't seem super effective. Actually, like if they
They're not
like
strong enough yet.
Well, no, that's the thing is like if they would kill you instantly, then yeah, throw it at them because you don't want to get close. But
they're just
they're
scratching
scratching you up, and the hammer might be a different story.
Well, even
Maybe.
I think like they explained all those incantations written on all the glass kept them from going between places.
Yeah.
Or moving
The
through
glass.
walls. So even though that they're out of their little cages or boxes,
they're still within the machine.
They're still in the
Power.
house.
They're still within the house.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's they're still surrounded by that stuff. So they're not quite strong enough to physically
Maybe it's
grab them. But again, Shannon Elizabeth got grabbed earlier.
By
That
but she
one,
only
that
got,
one
like-
bitch was picking her up in the
well,
air.
it was scratching her up. Like
Yeah.
and it wasn't even gouges; it was just
Yeah.
scratches.
Well, that's true. Yeah, but it was
It was
still
just
strong
surface
enough
level.
to. What happened to her, by the way?
Who?
Shannon, where did Shannon
She just
Elizabeth
got
go?
scratched up. She's there. She's there.
Where's she at? I haven't seen her in a while.
See these?
Probably sleeping, passed out on the couch or something. She's the throwaway woman character
Because her face is all fucked up.
because she's hot.
Firstborn son.
Oh, now they're
Oh,
doing
here we
the-
go.
The
Here we
exposition
go.
on the
All right,
ghosts.
let's listen to this.
They just say their names though; they don't say anything about what happened.
That's awesome.
The
That's
bound
awesome.
woman. The withered lover.
That's your wife, dude.
Oh, he
Gene-
just found that out.
Jean was the name of my wife.
Do they explain why she's there?
It's that it brings that love aspect into it, like the sacrifice.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole sacrifice is that like.
But does that mean that his brother or whatever?
Well, it's
went
like
and-
what? Well, think about it like this: it's a machine, and they're basically these ghosts are batteries.
I like that one.
These
That's
ghosts are
creepy as
batteries,
shit.
so it's like powerful, good or bad.
Right.
You know, and so like the power of love is just as powerful as that. This was somebody who was left in a mental institution, son of a whore.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
know,
say.
Juggernaut.
That's what they used to use in insane asylums. Yeah, for
So it's-
biters. Or,
Yeah. So it's like it's
Once it engaged,
the power of how shitty their death was to, I guess, to the world or whatever, you know. And,
Right.
and the jilted lovers. That's the throwaway.
powering it up. Yeah.
Like the fact that there's only one of them that's like that, or the withered lover is that it's like the power of love and all that.
Well,
shit.
and I
it's
get
kind of a
that's-
shitty plot device.
when I was talking about that opening scene, how it was kind of a James Bond. We get to see some people die real quick. It was more than that. Now that I realize that was to explain that they were the Ghostbuster thing. They were going around.
They've been
that
capturing
guy
ghosts.
obviously
He's been
died.
collecting them.
Yeah, that guy had died in that junkyard.
So-
they went there with that big box and everything
To capture
and got
him.
him.
Yeah.
So they go around to where these people died.
Right.
Yes.
Find a way, like they on the speakers, they were doing the
Well, okay.
incantation.
Well,
Well, hold
what-
on, let me finish my,
Yeah.
my train of thought, or I'll forget. So they were playing all that shit, the incantation of the speakers at the beginning to summon him or whatever, you know, and then capture him.
Yeah.
So that's what those guys at the beginning. That's what they do. They go around and they just bring them all
So
to
now,
this house.
here's another
to
thing
power
that-
up the house
here-
like batteries.
Here's
like you
another
said.
thing that makes it interesting, though,
stop the process.
is that this house is like what she said from the beginning. This house is mimicking something from this book.
Sacrifices.
So the thing that's kind of interesting to me is that these are archetypes, and they basically went and found what they could find in America that fit these roles
Before the eye.
to hope that they could make the machine.
Oh yeah,
he could make the
to
machine.
find all the So,
it's
they
like,
need
so it's like
specific.
this book was
ones.
written like a long time ago. That she said it's an ancient book, whatever.
Yeah.
Like these roles existed then and they exist today. So
Right,
all these people
right.
were like they're not modern.
No,
Some
they
of them from
found
the
they found
50s,
they found the
40s,
people.
Oh, some of them are probably
to
like
match.
They found the people
requirements
to fit the
of
requirements
the book,
Yeah.
and I find that pretty
to
fascinating.
put every
It's almost like a Zodiac thing with the 13. It's very Zodiac.
and all the and that's the thing is like all these different ghosts.
you're talking about the occult
but all these different ghosts have some really deep characters.
Pagan
like
rituals.
the Hammer was like a victim of like of racism, and then like the bound woman was a victim of like a jealous lover. Like it's all these.
Oh, okay. Well, see, so at the beginning we just know that she burnt, right? We don't know.
No, that's
we don't know what the
house caught on fire. She was getting everybody out, and she got burned pretty bad.
We're gonna find
she lived
out
for a
that
little
Cyrus, the brother, set the fire.
Set the house on fire.
He did,
Probably.
didn't he?
Or maybe he found his opportunity.
Well, the jealous lover, he was probably always jealous of his brother because he wanted her, and then he was like, "Oh wait,
no, the withered lover."
Yeah, well, yeah, but I'm saying the Cyrus was the jilted lover, and he was missing one of the pieces. Huh?
Oh, I don't know about that.
He was missing one of the pieces to his 13 ghosts. He's like, "Oh, wait a minute, I can. I can create that." He's like,
he's
"So
saying
I'll go
it's
murder somebody."
my dumb brother's love for his wife and his silly family. That's what it is. It's like he's going to use.
That's why he went and captured her.
He's trying to, and I'm not trying to give too much away because they'll explain it more. But he's trying to use his brother's. He's using his brother's that love connection.
Yeah.
He knew that was a final piece to his puzzle.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's what makes me believe that he set the house fire.
That can be
to force that. Like he's like, man,
that was an upgrade.
He's like, I just need.
That's the story to upgrade.
Yeah.
No spoiler alert. Sorry guys, we already announced it. I won't say anymore.
He's like, man, I need this 13th ghost, and I can't figure out where that right death is.
Yeah.
But I know my brother and his wife, they have this huge love. If I go kill her, I'm calling it. I don't know if they ever say it. Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong.
They don't say that.
I'm saying,
you're. I mean, that is something that's never brought up in anything that I've read about the script or anything.
It would make it better, yeah.
But that makes sense though.
To find out, that he set the house fire.
Yeah.
Because to get that 13th.
It's more in a sense of using.
Right.
So they can break off.
So now we find out that
they can break off a piece of glass, but they can't open the door to get out.
So now they can like take parts of the house.
Just move this shit around.
Yeah.
That thing would be a lot heavier than that too.
Fuck yeah.
That's some thick glass.
Yeah. Well, they're strong dudes. It's Monk, man. He's strong.
It's fucking Monk, dude.
He's fucking strong, dude. Oh, so they're trying to like block off some of these pathways.
Oh, that must have been the floor piece they knocked out.
If you're
lower the glass down, we got it.
So apparently those things can't get too close to these flares, so that's why they use these to keep them at a
safe
distance.
passageways.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though is like these ghosts, like they blink in and out of existence. So if you have like one single sliver of crack between these glasses, could they exploit that? I don't know. They literally like blink in and out of existence.
Just because they blink in and out of what you can perceive them as does not mean that they can pass.
They don't adhere to our
rules. The containment spell is a wall to them.
So you're saying that in their ethereal
can use it
form,
as a shield.
Their actual form is
physical
somewhere else.
Whatever size they are, they stay because they haven't changed sizes. So.
No, that's true.
Because that'd be a good flex.
So
right?
they can't like turn
flex,
into vapor and move between
cracks
in the wall.
Yeah, and they haven't done that at all.
Yeah,
they flash, but it's not that they're flashing. It's the fact that how they see them is flashing.
Yeah, how they get scratched.
Because again, like to go back to the whole, they're not strong enough yet, so they can't manifest themselves for too long because they're still kind of weak. That's why they come in flashes, I guess. Because
I don't know.
They
the
can't
Juggernaut killed like 15 people.
They can't manifest themselves to.
Come on.
I mean, do y'all agree that was kind of one of the coolest?
That
kills?
was fucking awesome.
That was a really cool.
That
kill.
was fucking awesome.
That was a
reminded me
top
of
10 right there.
Do you guys remember the movie The Cell with Jennifer Lopez?
Yeah,
it reminded me of that.
yeah.
Like that shit freaked me out when I was.
Well,
a kid.
like that opening, the intro to Ghost Ship. Like I love that kind of stuff. Like or like when something.
We're gonna do it.
But like when something slices through somebody, but then they kind of just stand there for a minute.
Yeah,
and you're like, what just happened to that person?
That's like a samurai thing too.
Their
when they
torso
get cut.
falls off their
Yeah.
legs or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that
And they're
pause
like,
where they're still
shit.
kind of standing there.
I
and
feel
they're
like we're gonna have to swap
up.
Ghost Ship now.
Nah.
No? Okay.
That's perfect. It's the same director. We
It's
can't.
so fucking crazy.
It's the same director. We can't drop it.
So
So do we still do the third one, or do we sub out?
No, we do the
when
third
connected.
One. No, we do the third one too. Okay, because that's the one I want to do really.
If we get crazy, we could just add a fourth to the whole thing. We still got to do the third, but if y'all want to add a fourth Ghost movie, I'd be down. Because I know when we were talking about it, there was several other funny ones.
I don't know. If y'all are listening to this and you want a fourth one, then hit us up.
Yeah, it's been a while since we did an audience poll.
Yeah.
He's swinging for the fences. So this part in the middle here, this like core, this is like the engine to the house. And I don't know if you guys were talking
they keep
a lot.
cutting back to it. It gets faster and faster every time they cut back to it.
So that middle part where the center of the floor rotates, they need 12 ghosts in that. And the energies of those ghosts will spark that engine, which will open the eye to hell, is what it is. That's what it said.
A portal.
Oh, here's the M. Night Shyamalan, guys.
No, I already seen it. It's his uncle. Yeah, I seen that. He's the 13th ghost.
Is he?
She's a bad guy the whole
Oh,
time.
Is he a ghost?
Shit. She took the glasses off and she can
He
still
ain't
see
flashing?
him.
Oh, he
Yeah.
ain't no ghost. He ain't dead.
Oh.
She took the glasses off and still saw him.
Oh, shit, he ain't dead at all.
The 13 Ghosts is Tony fucking Shalhoub.
It was all a ruse.
I killed Damon. I stole his spells.
I'll give him
What
credit.
the
I'll give him credit for this twist here.
So not only is he not dead, but she's also not an activist. She's a double agent.
Yeah.
So the guy that died,
She fooled me.
her guy that died
Yeah.
in the junkyard, that was a guy who had
was a
some
setup.
important spells that he needed,
Oh,
and she honey-dicked him.
She sure
She
did.
honey-dicked him.
Oh, so now we know she's going to die then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you get.
I mean, we knew that from the beginning. Even whenever she was the heroine, like she was gonna die.
Wait, both of y'all could have fit back there. I'm just saying.
Oh, no. Matthew Lillard's like, no, save yourself.
Yeah.
Literally, both of y'all could have fit back there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't understand why. That's those weird things in movies where somebody like
sacrifices himself for no reason.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
no, you guys go. I'll stand here and hold the grenade until it's ready to blow. And it's like,
You're like,
dude,
you can
just throw the
it.
grenade. Yeah, you could have lived.
You could have thrown it.
Yeah,
You know?
you could just throw it.
What's that, dude? Oh, the Juggernaut.
That's
yeah.
the Juggernaut.
Oh,
This
he
is the
just
future he
bashed his
foretold.
hand.
Yeah. This is the future he foretold upon himself. He saw it. He was at peace
Oh,
with
there's
it.
a couple of them.
He's gonna get literally gangbanged. Bang.
You dead, bro.
No, he's not dead yet.
I guess they are pretty strong.
We just assumed that he was his death.
I guess
No,
they
he's
are
dead.
They're pretty strong if they can toss around a 180-pound guy like that.
The Juggernaut's like 7 foot.
Oh, he got him with the backbreaker.
And his work was way up high above his body.
That was like Andre the Giant lifting up
Yeah,
Hulk
that's-
Hogan to
that's
throw
really
him over
strong.
the top rope.
When your arms are this tall, you're not very strong. That's
Oh
extremely
yeah, to
strong,
maintain
yeah.
the.
You gotta.
It's a fucking ghost,
He is
Aaron.
a ghost, so.
He's a ghost called the Juggernaut.
I mean, yeah, I'm just.
Bitch.
I don't know.
He's the Juggernaut, bitch.
I'm the Juggernaut.
Bitch.
And so have you.
Shout out to
Killer. He's gonna
shout
kill
out to
her.
our February episode.
I have a job to do.
Yeah.
So do you.
Our February episode that Brian Casino was on
She's
with
about to kill herself. She's about to throw herself into that.
X-Men: The Last Stand. If you like us shitting on movies, you should probably go back and take a listen to that one in the past.
No, he just told her that like he needed Tony Shalhoub to sacrifice himself or something. So he said, "Put the kids in danger. I need him to die
Because he has to willingly.
Because he has to willingly,
Right.
yeah,
to open the eye to hell. Yeah.
It can't be a trick. He has to willingly go to his death.
Exactly.
Look at them boobies.
Damn. So they all being called out? Like,
Yeah.
they all being called
They're
to
being
the
gathered.
center?
They're getting there, yeah.
Cheers to the gathering. We're in the last scene.
Already? Damn.
Cheers, fellas.
It's an 1.5 hour movie. It's pretty short. Yeah.
All he's got to do is talk to his wife and be like, baby, listen, they're opening a portal to hell. I think maybe you should like not go. And if you just don't go and you stay with me, then
Well, I think that's
nothing's gonna
this
happen.
scene right here. That's what it looks like. Looks like you just called it.
Oh my God, Gene. I loved you so much.
Bitch, I'm still here. Why are you saying past tense?
Miss you. Miss you. I'm nothing without you.
as
Weird of you to
Aramaic
laugh at.
Aramaic's being spoken.
No. Quit crying, bitch. Like,
Oh my god.
like, I'm sorry.
That's
like,
just fucking wild.
No, I know, but I'm sorry. But as a father myself,
That's Monk, though.
I'd be like, okay, yeah, she's dead. Your real life, real alive son is
Yeah,
still in
he's
that
in
house.
there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
we
your,
haven't seen
get
the
your
kid
shit
for, like,
together.
the last half of the movie.
Or Shannon Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Like, get your shit together. Your kid's in danger. Stop fucking crying over your dead, burnt wife.
I mean, he's a math teacher, Tim.
Yeah, well, Indiana Jones was a fucking teacher.
So we did an interview with Sarah Bellion.
Oh, she did.
And she
Oh,
she
shit.
totally,
Oh, God
that was
damn.
pretty brutal.
There was
yeah.
do you see that split second of CGI?
I did see it, yeah.
But we did an interview, and she made fun of. She used the term Indiana Jones archaeologist to make fun of shitty archaeologists.
It was great.
It was good. It was pretty funny.
See, I didn't even know that, and I brought up Indiana Jones.
Dude, don't jump in there, man. That shit's made of razor blades.
This is where he dies.
No, don't. If you sacrifice yourself, the gate will be open.
But then he gets to go be with his wife.
And
No,
he can
but
save his kids.
I thought
There'll
that
be a
saving the
happy
kids.
scene where they're holding hands in the afterlife
Wait,
together.
but I
and
thought it requires him to kill himself for it to be opened.
willingly. Yeah, he.
Well, no, that's what she
Oh,
told
to
him.
stop
to
it.
stop it.
Yeah.
To
Oh.
open the machine up and stop all this and get it back to where it was when they walked in. He had to sacrifice himself.
He has to sacrifice himself for it to be not to stop it, but to open it, right?
Yeah.
Or am I wrong?
Well, just
It's the
stopping and
opposite.
opening is the same thing.
yeah, I think little column A, little column B.
Oh, all right. Well,
I love how we're really trying to like sell this movie.
Well, I was just about to say, like,
It's intriguing.
I came into
It
this
is.
completely
Like, dude.
expecting to shit on it.
Dude,
it's intriguing.
I came into this movie tonight going, I'm going to shit on this movie.
Yeah.
And I love how we haven't really been doing that. I mean, we've been nitpicking plot
Yeah.
holes. But, like, I
Dude.
really loved getting into the, like,
I
trying to...
mean,
I just said it. They represent the Black
This
Zodiac.
movie
you know?
is smarter than I originally thought it was.
But the plot holes and where it's lacking are too strong to make it solid. But like what it was trying to do and everything,
They had the right
But
idea.
the intention behind it
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
written down intention behind everything is pretty fucking great. Like,
like you said earlier, the writing isn't great as far as dialogue, but
Yeah.
the story...
the story's interesting.
The story is really
It's and it's different.
It's
Like,
clever and different.
Yeah.
I gotta.
It goes almost to science fiction in a way. Like
I gotta tell our listeners, you should check this out because like I said, you're the 13th ghost. That's like the second twist.
how did Tony Shalhoub get work? Like really? The smug.
He takes
he's
the glasses
alive.
off because he's like, I don't need
He's like,
these.
I'm a
Fucking
fucking.
ass.
He
liar.
just
Yep.
became Neo. This is like that scene in the Matrix where Neo realizes he's stronger than Agent Smith.
This is the same scene.
I would like techno
They stole
music
scenes
to,
from.
I would techno music to kick in right now, and they
And
start.
you know the soundtrack's not too bad other
do
than
bullet time.
the subbed in ones.
Nothing, Arthur! You hear nothing! You loser! I dedicated my entire life to this.
Loser.
Every waking moment for years. Have you ever shown that kind of dedication? Have you? Have you?
Stand up.
For real, man, dude, you're Monk, bro. Stand up.
Stand up.
Stop showing emotions.
Anything.
Ow, a cane.
So fun fact.
He's like, oh shit, I didn't even know this sword was in this thing.
Fun fact and a little bit political. So he's basically telling me he's a piece of shit and he used them. But
Yeah.
fun fact and a little bit political. Okay, this movie was
Out of an act of pure love.
the first time that 3 Arab American lead roles were in a movie. Both these two main characters are Arab American. Like they came from the Middle East originally. They were immigrants.
Yeah.
And this was done in 2001.
Oh,
there's that PA system.
And then they get really
okay,
racist.
I thought, I was
They
like,
get
so
really
the
racist,
black
dude.
woman is doing
Is
the
scratching. Yeah, it's
scratching.
So
Tony, she's totally a throwaway
no.
character. She's the comedic element more so than Matthew
Okay.
Lillard.
So I was
Kinda
right.
Shitty.
So I was right. It requires him to die.
Super stereotypical black female character. In a
I was
horror
right.
film.
It required him to die to open it up.
Yeah,
That's
we've been saying that for the last 45 minutes.
no, but I was like, but I thought he was
I
gonna.
just said that.
I thought you were talking about
act of love is
I thought you were talking about
her.
like if he dies and sacrifices himself, it will close it. But I don't know.
Well, no,
yeah.
he's had them trapped. So
This is what, so they have to
this
fuck
is like
him up.
this is like the hey, we ran out of money. We couldn't make this an hour and 50 minutes, so just wrap that shit up, B.
But the
wrap it up, B.
the ghosts get their revenge
because all
on
those
him.
vengeful ghosts aren't gonna kill.
Grab that gavel up,
Aren't
B.
gonna kill anybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
That
That was bad. Oh, that looked like a hard cut right there too.
I'm telling you, like.
I feel like there was a good 30 seconds.
Oh, now he's a ghost. Look at that.
Oh, that's great.
Not over yet.
So Arthur's an empath now.
You can finish this.
Passed it on to him.
No, he has the glasses
Still
on.
power in you.
But I mean, like his empath powers. He's,
How you use it.
Well, because he's an empath, maybe he can. He can
stick around.
pass
Yeah,
it
he
on.
can. He doesn't have to flash because he, fuck these things, these incantations.
Yeah, he's like, I learned a long
So he
time
just
ago how
told
to
him
control
he just
this.
gave him the you have to trust it and walk across like Indiana Jones.
A leap of faith. Yeah.
yeah.
It's a leap of faith. Yeah.
No,
Only
just
the-
time it. Just
only
time
the,
it right.
The penitent
time it right.
man can
Oh, it's
pass.
a timing thing.
To time it right. That's why he was counting. Whenever he saw him, it was like one.
He
It-
is a
it
math
pauses
teacher
for a second.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
He was. It's a timing thing.
The penitent
The
man
whole
shall
thing is
pass.
the whole thing is a fucking abacus.
It's a leap of faith.
The house
yeah,
is an
it's-
abacus. Like
He said,
come
don't
on.
fear it. Trust in yourself.
But he's a math
act of-
teacher.
the
That's
act
why he
of
could
love,
do it.
The act of love
There it
is
is.
the love
Boom.
of the love of his children
Boom.
that gave him the strength.
And that'll protect him from all the exploding glass. It'll fling it away.
It's safety glass.
That's so great of Cyrus to accidentally design something to protect the people he's trying to kill.
I'm just saying, a safety glass. It's ectoplasm.
It's made of
glass,
sugar,
Yeah.
No, they said what it was like carbonite or some shit.
No, they said ecto something. Ectoglyph glass. I don't know.
Ecto glip glop.
Yeah, ecto plim
Bleep,
plam.
bleep bloop bleep. I
Shoop,
make
doop,
words
doop.
with my mouth. Blah blah blah.
Oh damn! Look at that. So all the ghosts are free. Look at them. They all running off. They're like, yeah, we're gonna go be happy ghosts.
Yeah.
Murder people. We're gonna bother somebody and open their door.
Let's
We're
go
gonna
open some
let's go
doors,
open
y'all.
Some fucking doors.
Hey, y'all want to
Sit
go
it- sit
turn
it-
some light switches on and off and on and off?
Sit us some open doors, ghosts.
Hey, bro. Hey. Hey. No, for real. You know what it is?
What?
Fuck open some doors. Let's reset some microwave clocks.
I didn't.
No, it's just because
Let's go be the realist.
we have problems with our power.
I became a ghost and stayed in this realm to flip light switches on and off and knock glasses off of tables.
Hey, you know how when you
Oh, she's not burnt anymore.
you know how when you open your dryer and you had a pair of socks in, but now you only got
You
one
ever
sock?
wonder where all your socks go?
Yo, that's
so
me. I'm
if-
that ghost boy.
Now, if she's
I got
took that-
tons of socks.
if she's restored to her former glory, why
Y'all
aren't all
want
the
some
other
socks?
ghosts? Why aren't all the other ghosts restored to like
Yeah, why did
their good times?
why is that
Because
bitch still
they're
got
going
that
to
cage?
hell.
Why's that bitch still got a
She's
cage
going
on
to
her head?
heaven. She sacrificed herself to save the.
But
Well,
they,
no,
they didn't do horrible things.
That's
They were
Catholicism.
murdered
No,
horribly.
they looked like they could
No,
finally
like
go
the
to the
Smith,
afterlife
he murdered.
party.
He took revenge. That's wrath. That's a seven deadly
which one?
sin. The Smith. It said that people killed his family,
look.
so he
Oh,
killed
yeah.
them back.
Here we
Yeah, but that's
Back to the
justifiable
stereotypes.
homicide.
They were all like, no, they were
Oh
all
wait,
like.
hold on. Let's get some racist stereotypical.
Okay, now here's the thing. Here's the thing. Wait
Yeah.
for it.
This was not in the job description. I quit!
She is the rapper on this track. She is a rapper put on this movie because she's a rapper.
Oh man, I gotta apologize to the
Hell
black
yeah,
community. Like that's like why would a well, I'm sure she was looked at the paycheck. She was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll do that."
It's
All
probably
right,
pretty.
cool.
I
Dude,
feel like
dude,
any
Robert Zemeckis, like,
any
this is a good
self-respecting
paycheck.
actor would look at that
No.
and be like,
No,
"Fuck
no. Look, I was wrong. It had a $42 million budget.
I am not going to be the stereotypical black girl in a horror film."
Every single day trying to carry
So,
celebrate another
final thoughts. Actually, look, I'll start. Like,
making sure I
I realized, like, I started at the beginning, and I think it was kind of serendipitous that I said, I don't really know. And by the end of it, I kind of realized why I like this movie is because of all the things we figured out throughout it. Like, we kind of really rooted for this, like, instead of shit, like, as in opposition to the shit on it series, we kind of rooted for it in a way.
Yeah.
And it
well,
was
like I
kinda-
said earlier, I was like, I came into this completely expecting to shit all over this movie.
Yeah.
And then 15 minutes in, I was like, because we kind of started going down a rabbit hole of like coming up with our own fan theories and stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, that's my thing. I'm so happy. Like I had fun. Like I kind of rediscovered why I might have liked this film. So Tim, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I know that you've been talking about this one for a while, and I'm glad we finally got around to it because, again, like I just said, I came in with that mindset, and then now here we are at the end, and I'm like, the movie's not that bad actually.
If you found it on DVD, would you buy it?
Yeah, I actually want to go buy it just to watch the special features. I want to see those special features about the. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you turned me on to something that I had never really given a second thought. So yeah,
it's my first successful. pick. My first successful pick. I'm so happy.
You gotta
really,
you got through to me on that one.
Go.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
What are your final thoughts on it? How did it leave you feeling, Aaron?
Well, the first thing I think of is that it's totally inaccurate, and not because of all the ghost shit, not because of like the physical things where they can scratch you but you can't choke them out.
No family will walk into this situation.
No, it's not. It's totally inaccurate, not because of all the bullshit. It's totally inaccurate because that black woman walked in the first place. That's why it's inaccurate. She'd be like, "Oh,
it's so
fuck
inaccurate.
no."
It's so inaccurate. It's
she's
kind
like,
of racist.
She's like, "Fuck no." She's like, "I am not." Like, what is that shit? Is that Aramaic written on the walls? Is that some goddamn Aramaic? I am not walking in this goddamn house.
It just dawned on me. Okay, we've been saying that about her character, but she survived the film.
Oh,
that is not common.
That's true. That is not common in horror movies.
So she was like, "Man, fuck this racist shit." They're like, "No. We're gonna twist it. You're gonna survive.
Dude,
you're gonna survive,
they had
girl."
3 different comedic releases. They had her, they had Matthew Lillard, and they had Shannon Elizabeth. Were the comedic release for this? Well, she was the sexy relief, but
she was the TNA to look at. But she was not. She wasn't even in the second half of the movie.
So
she just went MIA for a while.
So that's what I get out of it. So the first thing I get out of it, totally inaccurate because of stereotypes, because it wouldn't happen in the first place. And the second thing I got out of it was that Zach told me that there is a porn parody that was released a year later, and I'm gonna go look that up after we get done with this and go have shots at the bar. But that's my take on it.
Well, we still have a minute left. Any shout outs y'all want to do?
Yeah, let's we were gonna shout out somebody that listens all the time just earlier.
Well, I just found out a new listener, Poppy Robbie, one of my buddies. Him and Jamie, they were used to be Beaumont, but they hail from Austin now, and we've picked them up. I hope they keep listening.
I hope you guys keep listening, and I also hope that you spread it around Austin.
Yeah, spread it. Yeah, spread it to your friends out there.
Spread it to all your transplants.
My thing, feedback. We love to hear that you're listening to us. We love that. We get off on you saying, "Hey, I just listened to such a..."
Somebody sent us an email to AZ Podcast today, and it made my day.
Yeah, don't tell me in person. Put it on our fucking Facebook. Yeah, put it in our
talk
group.
To other people about
let other people. Yeah.
Sure.
That's the big thing. Like, I'm happy you're listening.
We do this because
let us know what you think.
We only
about
do this because other people tell us they love it.
Are you guys ashamed of us?
So yeah. So
do you only want to tell us in private?
Right. Remember to let us know what you think. Yeah. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night.
We'll see you soon. Or
13 Ghosts.
You'll hear us soon.
It's so clever how they did 13, but with even though a 1 doesn't really look like a T that much.
Reboot where they put the